When we argue with the far right, it is easy to emphasize our values. Freedom, equality, democracy. But the far right does not care about these things. They are illiberal, they hate these values. Sometimes it is more effective to criticize the far right by demonstrating that far right ideology is inconsistent with far right values. The far right violates and rejects their own values. The far right value order and security, and they are right to do so. These are important values. But the far right do not serve these values. To the contrary, they endanger them. They violate them and threaten them. Just look at the historical record. They started the largest war in human history. They created total chaos. The country they controlled got bombed into oblivion, invaded, then cut in half, and used as a buffer state for decades. And these people tell us that they will provide order and security. What lies! What laughable, ridiculous lies! They provide disorder and insecurity. And this is not just a historical fact, it is a philosophical fact. The far right seeks to abolish the rule of law. The word of the authoritarian government is all that matters. The justice system becomes arbitrary, incoherent, and unpredictable. The rule of law dies, and the result is legal chaos and disorder. An unpredictable and volatile state. The far right hates the rule of law. In civilized society, the rule of law is the foundation of order and stability. Destroy it, and you have a chaotic and disorderly society. Which is exactly what far-right society is. Penalties are unclear, extreme violence is common and unpredictable. And there is no security to be seen. A powerful totalitarian state does not provide security. If the state is prepared to brutalize you for the most minor offences, how secure really are you? If you have no right to a trial, and the state can brutalize you at will, how exactly are you safe and secure? The citizens within the far-right state are at the constant mercy of a brutal and unpredictable state apparatus. It is a chaotic and dangerous existence. The far-right state commits wanton depravity against the populace. There is no order and security in that. The far-right is founded on a will to conflict, a love of war and violence. Pitting one group against another, enemies are essential to far-right ideology. They are the legitimizing mechanism for far-right policies. You cannot have ultranationalism without a perceived enemy. The far-right is fundamentally a force of conflict. It is an ideology that demands eternal war and conflict. This is how it justifies itself. This is how it justifies the tyrannical policies that define it. This tendency for conflict inevitably produces chaos. This tendency for conflict inevitably endangers the far-right society. It is a self-destructive entity. When you depend upon having an enemy, you can never be safe. You will continually create enemies until you are destroyed, as has been seen historically. The far-right pretend to value order and security, yet their ideology is a massive threat to these things. Their ideology is a force of chaos and instability. That is a historical fact and a philosophical fact. Far-right ideology is fundamentally anti-human. It is a threat to all serious values. It is a threat to all that is good in this world. We must crush it. We must defeat it.